Mr. Chairman, tab 7 has been revised to include a accompanying resolution and budget amendment to bring those grant funds into the budget. The item can remain on consent. Just wanted to make that announcement.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Can I get approval of the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion, got a second? All in favor? Aye. Citizens to be heard. Mr. Chris Russell, come on down.
Had to be the first one of the year, right?
Had to be.
New year.
New year, new you. New year, that's right. Hey, well, first of all, Happy New Year. Leading in that, Quincy. And as always, thank y'all for what you do. It's a thankless job that you do, but thank you for doing it. So a year ago, we had the Charter Review Commission report that we did here. And out of that, there was 3 items that were not preempted by statute that went to the citizens, and they were voted on in a general election, and all 3 passed overwhelmingly. You may recall one was the impact study, which is due this month, 2025. I'm not sure how we can get that done, going out to bid or whatnot, but that was voted in back in November that there would be impact fee study done. The second was the public safety vehicle versus pedestrian ordinance, not panhandling. This is really about safety to both sides there. Needs to be looked at. Just wonder if we have an update on that. And then the other was the CRC meeting together every 6 years instead of 8. Like I said, overwhelmingly supported, and we have some CRC members here. So we took a whole year to get that. So we're just seeing if we could get an update on the stuff that's been passed and stuff that's been due. I would point out, we've had 2 CRCs, and everything that has come out of those has passed by the citizens, has been voted in. So that shows that we have a good product. That Charter Review Commission is a good product. It's mixed up with a lot of good people on different sides of the aisle, and they come together for the good of the community. Last thing I would mention is one item that did not come out because it was preempted was the tree ordinance. And what that was looking at the commercial side. But what did happen last year to our new commissioners is the board voted 5-0 to have staff come back with an ordinance addressing incentives for a tree ordinance on the commercial side. So, and everyone wants to stay away from individual homes, obviously. But we already have tree ordinances in place, but it doesn't address the commercial size. And everybody agreed, a lot of people agreed on the CRC. Hey, we don't want to have more regulations, but we do want to protect these historical trees. So you did direct staff, so I was looking to see, that was a year ago, if we had an update on that ordinance. And once again, thank you for all you do. Thank you for your service here to the community, and like I said, in a thankless job. Happy New Year.
Thank you. You all right? Awards and presentations. Come on up, Miss Lynn. Yeah, come on up. How are you?
Good evening, Commissioners. I'm Lynn Arts, the founder and coordinator of Crawfordville Arbor Day. This will be our 21st year of giving away free native trees. We've probably given away about 20,000 trees over these 2 decades. We invite all of you and everyone watching to our tree giveaway at Hudson Park on Saturday, January 18th, starting at 10 a.m. Each person gets 1 free tree in a pot, kids too. So I love when whole families show up, babies in strollers, everything. Plus there will be longleaf pine seedlings in addition. We hope to find homes for more than 1,500 trees. The Wakulla County Garden Club, with funding from the National Wildlife Federation's Trees for Wildlife program, is contributing about 900 trees. The Florida Forest Service is providing 100 trees in pots plus 500 longleaf pine seedlings. And Sarracenia chapter members have contributed 2 more tree species. In all, we're offering 16 different kinds of trees, and here are 5 examples. Southern live oak is a slow-growing, long-lived evergreen that is extremely beneficial to wildlife. It provides nesting habitat, acorns feed, wildlife, and hummingbirds eat the pollen. Oaks, including live oaks, are considered the #1 keystone species by Doug Tallamy because they host many hundreds, like 500, moth and caterpillar species, which provide essential food for...
Baby bird.
Yay! She remembered! And this is the perfect tree for Florida. It's highly wind resistant, drought tolerant, fire resistant, and even moderately salt tolerant. So if you have space in your yard or at your business, please plant a live oak. This is our first year to offer
Vanna.
willow oak. While not native to our county, it's native to Leon and Gadsden counties. And this is a nice wind-resistant shade tree with willow-like leaves and pretty fall colors. Now, oaks aren't our most popular trees at the giveaways, but as the top keystone genus, they're important to plant. Another great shade tree is red maple, prized for their fall color. Even the young branches are red. They prefer moister soil than the previous trees. They're also important for wildlife. They're the #4 keystone genus and was one of our more popular trees last year.
A couple odd and interesting facts I have on all these various trees. I bet you didn't know that the red maple is very often used for violin cases because of that beautiful color and the high polish that you can get to the wood.
Cool.
Okay.
Chalk maple will be offered for the second year. This is a very small maple. It's really an understory tree that's known for its whitish bark. It's the rarest maple in the wild in the eastern U.S. It's not native to our county, but it's native to Liberty and Gadsden, close enough. It's actually more similar to the Florida maple, sometimes called Florida sugar maple, so the fall color is more yellow than red.
You can recognize it because the bottom side of the leaf is very pleasant, downy, velvet, so you can distinguish that from others.
And the last is one of my favorite trees, the black gum. This is an upland tree, sometimes called sour gum. This is not the swamp black gum. In the fall, the brilliant scarlet color is so striking. It has a pyramidal shape, and the lowest branches are 90 degrees to the trunk and spread widely. So you need to pick the right spot to display the sweeping branches. We have many more trees, from river birch to bald cypress to cabbage palms, redbuds and elderberries too, and I think
I like the black gum. There are so many native Cherokee medical applications that Big Pharma went first to this particular tree to start figuring out what information they might extract and use in our contemporary drugs. These Cherokee recipes, not recipes, but these Cherokee remedies are found in over 200 common drugs today that all come from that particular plant. It's a lot.
Cool.
Well, I can go on and bore you all night, but everyone, I think, may find it interesting that the tulip poplar, the tulip tree, which is all over here, the tender green inner bark can be chewed as an aphrodisiac.
Yeah, that and oysters and you're good. Win-win.
so if you don't know much about trees, there will be tree information and tree advisors there to help you pick the best tree for your yard. And Laura Moser, the vice president of the Garden Club, is going to tell you about another opportunity.
Good evening. We are having our general meeting, which is we have every month, for the Garden Club at the library here in Wakulla County. And our speaker is going to be Jeannie Broadhead, who will be bringing all of the tree samples and showing and having a discussion in more in depth than what these lovely ladies have shared with you right now. So we welcome you. We'd love to have you. It's at noon, and it'll be about an hour. So love to have you.
Lastly, I would like to thank Commissioner Russell for putting our proclamation on the agenda. It'll be at the end of the meeting, and I thank you all in advance for approving it. I'm going to ask Betsy Rudden, one of our ardent Arbor Day volunteers, to read it aloud now, so you won't have to do that later.
Wakulla County Proclamation declaring January 18th, 2025 as Arbor Day in Wakulla County. Whereas in 1872, Arbor Day was first celebrated with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska City, Nebraska, an idea proposed by J. Sterling Morton. And whereas Florida Arbor Day has been celebrated in the state of Florida on the third Friday in January since 1886, and whereas Florida Arbor Day has been celebrated in Wakulla County for 21 years through the Crawfordville Arbor Day celebration, an annual community event held the Saturday after Florida Arbor Day and conducted by collaborating organizations that include the Wakulla County Garden Club, the Florida Forest Service, the Sarasota chapter of the Florida Native Plant Society, the Native Wildlife Federation, the Florida Wildlife Federation, and others. And whereas, with the help of many community volunteers, the Crawfordville Arbor Day celebration has given away more than 1,000 trees annually and more than 20,000 trees in all over the past 20 years, and grown in pots for a year by the Wakulla County Garden Club for better survival. And whereas trees provide countless benefits to our community, including environmental, health, social, and economic benefits by improving air quality, providing cooling shade, conserving energy, storing carbon to combat climate change, reducing stormwater runoff into our waterways, providing a natural habitat for wildlife, enhancing parks and public spaces, and reducing noise and stress, while beautifying our county's public, residential, and business areas alike. Now, therefore, the Wakulla County Board of County Commissioners do hereby proclaim January 18th, 2025 as Arbor Day in Wakulla County, and urge all citizens to support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands and to plant native trees, thereby promoting the well-being of this and future generations. Thank you for the opportunity to speak tonight.
Thank you.
All right, let's go into consent.
Motion to approve.
Got a motion?
Second.
Got a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes 5-0. All right, going into general business. No general business on here. Public hearings.
This agenda item requests board approval to conduct a public hearing and approve a resolution establishing an inventory list of property owned by the county which is appropriate for use as affordable housing. In 2023, the state of Florida passed the Live Local Acts, which provided developers with an option for flexible densities for affordable housing developments on properties that have either a commercial or industrial zoning. As a part of the act, the county is required to develop an inventory list of county-owned properties that would be suitable for affordable housing. After careful consideration of all county-owned parcels, it was determined that at this time, the county does not own any parcels that would be suitable for affordable housing. Staff is recommending option 1 for approval.
All right.
Motion to approve option 1.
Got a motion?
Second?
Have a second? Any questions or concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes 5-0. All right. Planning and zoning, nothing there. Commissioner agenda items. You want to start with Ms. Russell?
Sure.
As we all heard during awards and presentation, the proclamation was read, and I'd like to make a motion to approve. Request board approval of the proclamation declaring January 18th, 2025 as Arbor Day here in Wakulla County.
Second. All right, got a motion, got a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passes 5-0. Mr. Lawhorn, you got anything? Oh, I'm sorry. All right, county attorney? Apologize.
I don't have anything specifically. I can provide a quick update on the charter amendments, if that's the will of the board. I know the one that we do have to take action on, the impact fee, the procurement will need to go out. And I believe somebody is pulling that together, and that should be on the street shortly. Regarding the citizen and pedestrian interactions ordinance, the charter language requires study, and David and I have talked about either having the community traffic safety team or some other group take a look at specifically what should be addressed in that ordinance. And then that will be coming back to you all for action, hopefully sometime fairly soon, but that there's no firm timing on how long the studying will take. So we'll provide you with some more information as we know more.
All right, thank you. County administrator?
Just follow up with Heather. We have talked to some firms about the study, so we'll hopefully be bringing something back on that as far as the pedestrian study is concerned. Also let the citizenry know that from here forward, starting tonight, I think Jessica's Comcast channel 1093, that's 1093. These meetings will be broadcast live on that channel, as well as code enforcement and planning board meetings. I'll be broadcast live there as well. We've got a busy year ahead of us. We've got a lot of stuff going on, and we'll be bringing a lot more to you here in this beginning of the year. So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Question for him.
Yes, sir.
Any idea when Wooden Lake Road is going to be open? The new paving done there? We're waiting, Mike, can you give us an update on that? Waiting on Anderson Columbia, that's what I thought. I wanted to make sure. Waiting on Anderson Columbia to finish their stuff at the intersection there, and then we take off and go back and we'll build the cul-de-sac and put the final lift on the road and build the cul-de-sac and open it up and do all the other section, a portion of the other section, the old section of the road.
Okay.
So hopefully soon.
Good deal. Okay.
And no, I don't have any updates on when Anderson Columbia is going to finish. I know there's a lane shift that'll be going on up at Bloxham. So the lane shift will be happening. They'll be shifting back over to the eastern side of that intersection. And there's also, we do not have any more information from FEMA on the Master Sands Pier. I wish we did, but it's still at Fisheries, waiting for Fisheries approval.
Okay.
Can you clarify one thing?
Yes, sir.
So we haven't received a dime of that. That's all a reimbursement grant. Because I reimbursement, yes. See people saying, well, where'd the 1.3 million go? We haven't received it. So anything we spent out of pocket. All FEMA grants are reimbursable grants to us, yes. Thank you. Yes.
Also not to be confused with, that is a specific grant with regard to what else goes on in the county.
It's every grant is specific to that purpose, meaning FEMA gives us a grant for Wooley Park. And they gave us that grant. They gave us permission to move forward with the repair of Wooley Park. And we went to move forward with Master Sands, and they stopped us because they had to finish their process. So, but yes, that grant money will come after we have spent the money. We'll ask for reimbursement. Same thing with grants for bike trails and rec parks and all this stuff. All of them are very specific. We can't say, okay, we got this grant for a bike trail. We can't use it over here to build a building. That's right, pickleball court. We can't do that. It's specific to that particular thing. And we only can apply for grants that are available. So we can't apply for something that's not available. And we continually, we have Melissa, who is as good as Melissa and Michelle Metcalf, Russ Corbett and Michelle Metcalf are as good as they get when it comes to that. And they constantly have all the information that flows in from grants and grant opportunities out there. We're applying all over the place. In fact, we just to let you know, we were just awarded from DOT some beautification grants for US 319 on the new section that's been finished up there. Started doing some landscaping in the medians and also some landscaping elsewhere. So we're applying for all kind of grants elsewhere. Okay. But the grant is specific to that. We don't have the ability to change it.
And just so the county knows, we're constantly competing with other counties and other municipalities for those grants.
And yes, and we do a very good job. Our percentage of being denied is very low. We have a professional team, and we do what we say we're going to do, and we do it on time, and we spend the money to that particular cause, and so we're very good at that. I know there was some conversations whether we could take the money that we've got for Azalea Park and use it for something else. No, you can't. Yes, it came out for parks, and that's what we have to use it for, is that park, and we applied for that park. That's the reason we have an adopted infrastructure plan that lays out ahead of time, and one of the things the state loves about us is we have an adopted infrastructure plan, which we'll be renewing it here in this first quarter. We'll be coming for you guys probably March or 1st of April, somewhere in that time frame, that lays out a plan for our infrastructure that we dovetail that our grant programs into that, to where the state knows that it's in our adopted infrastructure plan. We get more points for that, having it in that plan. So, and that's all, everything that we get, we try to tie it back to that adopted infrastructure plan.
All right.
That's the reason we plan so far ahead, try to.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Jessica, we got any citizens to be heard? Uh-huh. All right, commissioners, I'll start with you, Commissioner Messersmith.
I just want to thank Rachel. I just noticed little gift boxes on the little things down here. And I don't know if this is a Heather question or not, but is the nonpartisan language going to be cleaned up in the charter when the rest of the charter is cleaned up?
Well, there should already be a footnote that language was struck, and that's really how you clean it up.
Perfect.
All right. Mr. Raff?
Just want to wish everyone a very happy new year.
Josh? Nothing for me. Ms. Valerie? Neither. All right, well, Wakulla County, Happy New Year. Can I need a
Motion to adjourn.
motion to adjourn?
Second.